starting it? Okay. All right. 3, 2.
Hello and welcome to This Week in 23 Sports. My name is Reiss Wegman, and I'm joined here with JJ Angelo, as always. And you know, JJ, love is in the air here as we approach Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
You got any big plans for Valentine's Day?
I actually have no plans for Valentine's.
No plans will all be your Valentine, JJ.
Well, I appreciate that, Reiss.
Well, let's just hop right onto the news here. Before we get going on anything else, we're going to extend our thoughts out to the St. Louis Blues and Jay Bouwmeester, who is currently recovering from a cardiac episode suffered on Tuesday's game against the Anaheim Ducks, which led to the postponement of the game. The Blues are in Las Vegas tonight to take on the Golden Knights, and that'll be their first game since Bouwmeester's episode. So hopefully he has a speedy recovery and can make a decision to either get back on the ice or move forward in his life in the best way possible.
Yeah, very unfortunate series of events. Definitely our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family. Let's hop into the meat and potatoes of the show.
Let's hop on in.
Mizzou sports. First of all, Mizzou softball. How about it?
Killing it.
Biggest jump in the NCAA rankings. They went from unranked to 19th in just a couple of days. How did they get there?
Tell me, JJ.
Well, this past Saturday, February 8th, Mizzou mercy ruled Baylor 9-1 and then proceeded to upset the number 8 team in the nation, Minnesota, on a same-day doubleheader. Then followed up the next day, downing Louisville 5-1.
They're on a roll.
They
An
are.
absolute roll. Up next, Mizzou will tackle 6 games in 4 days at the Clearwater Invite, including matchups with 16th Oklahoma State, 20th James Madison, and 14th Minnesota again. And it's worth keeping in mind that they are under the postseason ban Mizzou has suffered, so no SEC or NCAA postseason for softball.
Yeah, very, very unfortunately. And let's talk about the other team that is unfortunately under that NCAA ban.
Let's do it. Baseball season is right around the corner, and the Tigers will kick off their season with a 3-game back-to-back against Jacksonville State in Alabama on Friday the 14th.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for junior right-handed pitcher Ian Bedell. He's the guy to watch this season. He's been named to several preseason award watch lists. He's been named a Rawlings third-team preseason All-America. Bedell established himself as one of the top guys in the NCAA in the bullpen. He put up a 1.56 ERA last season, striking out 36 batters in 40.1 innings pitched. So that's almost at least one batter per inning. And then he held those batters to 193 average during that time. Pretty impressive.
Absolute animal.
Yeah, great.
Once again, unfortunately, the baseball team is not eligible to play in SEC or NCAA postseason, but they are projected to be in the 3rd to 4th spot in the SEC East and could do some damage and maybe play spoiler to a couple teams' chances at making it to Omaha in June.
Yeah, and another team that isn't under the SEC postseason ban, but might not see the tournament. Mizzou basketball having a tough year, but they've had a couple good games. They beat Arkansas. They had a close one, a heartbreaker against LSU. This Saturday, they welcome in the 11th team in the nation, Auburn, to the Mizzou basketball arena. Auburn, great team, best team in the SEC. Maybe it's a good thing Mizzou's at home. They can only win SEC games at home. But yeah, it's going to be a fun one, I think. I think it'll be a lot closer than people think. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. I have my family coming down, actually. We're going to be at the game, so
Oh,
I
nice.
hope to see something good.
Yeah.
And yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, so while this season may seem to be a bit lost, I do think there's still some things to look forward to. SEC tournament, Mizzou's still going to be in it. They could play spoiler. Who knows? Maybe they make a run. Who knows?
They just seem like the perfect team to upset somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Their chances are very, very slim, but not completely out of it. And then going into next season, we're only losing one senior. That's Reed Nico. And then they're going to have a mature team next year. A lot of unexperienced players getting big playing time this year. And then I absolutely love the combo of Drew Smith and Xavier Pinson. It's only going to get better with time, and I'm really looking forward to that next season.
Yeah, this season might have been a little disappointing, but you just got to look at it like a growing season.
Yeah.
Most of the teams coming back, and so it can only go up from here.
Exactly.
That's what I got to say about that. So, on the women's basketball side of things, they are currently 6-18 on the year, while 3-8 in the SEC, and they are welcoming the Florida Gators into Columbia on Sunday.
Yeah, same thing kind of going on with the women's basketball team. It's a learning year, undoubtedly. Kind of same thing going on as far as player and personnel. A lot of unexperienced players getting big time.
A lot of good-looking freshmen, too.
Asia Blackwell. She's been putting up some big numbers, impressive games. She's already got 4 20-point games on the season. I think although they're losing a few more seniors than the men's side, the upside with the freshman players is real big, and it's going to be good. Now, the basketball programs are struggling. Reiss, tell me about a program of Mizzou that's not struggling.
How about gymnastics?
How about it?
Women's gymnastics. Your Missouri Tigers women's gymnastics team is ranked 19th in the nation. Did you know that? Bet you didn't. Just posted a season-best 196.85 score against Alabama last week. They travel to St. Charles, Missouri tomorrow for the Mardi Gras Invitational as they take on LSU and Lindenwood. Not far from St. Charles, a little city called St. Louis, which I call home, and something big's been going on in St. Louis, JJ.
Yeah, I hear they have a new sport, a new team down there. What do they got?
Well, the inaugural season of the rebooted XFL is officially underway. The St. Louis Battlehawks won their first game against the Dallas Renegades this past Sunday, sorry. Tell us about who some key players in that game, JJ.
Yeah, I love this St. Louis team. I'm a Chicago kid, but I'm rooting for the Battlehawks. I won't lie. Jordan Teamu, great game as quarterback, 77 yards on the ground, well over 200 on passing. And then perhaps my favorite player, punter and master of all things regarding swagger, Marquette King. Had a couple of beauties. One 63-yarder down at the 1-yard line. Special team guy screwed it up, but absolute beauty.
It was a perfect punt.
Perfect punt. You can't ask for anything better. And I think he will work his way into the NFL, which is kind of the point of the league.
For sure, definitely.
And then on the other side, as far as Mizzou goes, St. Louis has 2 former wide receivers, LaDamian Washington and Marcus Lucas, both members of the 2014 Cotton Bowl team that won the Cotton Bowl, and they put up a few receptions, a few yards. Their playing time will keep going up, and who knows? It should be a fun league. I'm really looking forward to it.
I agree with you. It's great to see some Mizzou representation in there in St. Louis. Missouri-made boys. You love to see it.
Yeah.
Next up, the Battlehawks will caw their way into Houston to take on the Roughnecks this coming Sunday before playing their home opener in St. Louis against the New York Guardians on February 23rd. Football is back in the Dome in St. Louis.
You want to catch a game?
Yeah, for sure. You
Let's
want to
do
catch
it.
a game? Let's do it. All right. Well, for this Valentine's Day special of This Week in 23 Sports, my name is Reiss Wegman. This is
JJ Angelo.
my Valentine, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.